HLL?
Good. Obviously, it was nice to get pretty early, score a goal pretty early, so that was nice.
You guys allowed 18 shots in the first period and then 10 the rest of the way. What was the big difference between the first and the last two periods?
I don't know. We had a good intermission meeting here with the guys, and some things we need to do better, and we executed well, and yeah, that's probably it.
What were some of those things that coach said that you need to do better?
Just simple things: win battles and get pucks deep and behind their D-man. So, yeah.
How big was it getting Berggren and Aston-Reese back in the lineup?
Of course, it was nice, and they're good players and top line players, so it's always helpful.
Stint down in Toledo, and come back up. You were talking just about your time down there, anything you learned?
Yeah, long time without playing during the injury, so it was nice to get some games play and big role there and a lot of ice time, so that was nice.
I felt pretty good. So, all 3 games I felt pretty good. So, one more than that.
Do you feel like you've earned a spot in the lineup pretty soon here?
That's not my call. So, I just try to play as good as I can, and I'm confident in myself. And yeah, I think I have pretty solid 3 games.
You were happy with your performance up there or down there?
Yeah, I can't complain.
Anything that you were told to work on while you're down here from Steve Yzerman or from the coaching staff?
Just work hard, I guess. So that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, trying to help the team here to win.
You guys allowed 18 shots in this game in the first period and then 10 the rest of the way. What was the message from Coach Watson?
I don't know. I think they shot pretty from every angle, so it's hard to defend it, but I didn't think they created too much. So yeah, I think we was pretty solid in that.
And how do you deal with the emotions of being sent down after you get the call up?
I don't know. It's fun to play hockey, so just grinding it out, I think.
After you got her caps off the team come back today, how big was that for the team?
Of course, it's a confidence boost for the team to trail 3-2, I think it was, and come back. So yeah, it was a huge win.
You had last year you played a couple games here, had a really good campaign, and then it hasn't gone as great this year. Have you been disheartened by that, or is it just a process thing?
It's a process thing. It's my first year in the league. I got a lot of growing to do for sure, but I feel like I'm doing whatever I can to stay in the lineup and do what I can do best, and that's getting under people's skin, shooting pucks, and I think it'll come in the near future.
How would you assess your season so far this year?
I'd give it a B+. I know there's a lot more in my game, but I feel like I'm doing the right things, and I'll just keep going the same way I am.
Anything specifically? You say there's more to your game. Is there anything specifically?
Yeah, I would say my skating ability. I feel like I can use that a lot better. That's a huge strength of mine, so I feel like that's something I can really add to my game and expand it more.
Okay. What was the message from Coach Watson after the first period? You guys allowed 18 shots and then 10 the rest of the way.
Yeah, it was a tough first period for sure, so kind of just gather ourselves. We know we had to have a team in here to win games and big games like against Texas, so we just took a deep breath and then got back to our way.
And how big was it getting Berggren and Aston-Reese back into the lineup?
Yeah, those are 2 huge players for us. Berggren is point per game for us, so he's a good player to have, and Reese works his bag off every time, so those are huge players in our lineup.
Tying goal puts the Griffins back in the game today. Eventually go on to win it. What does that mean for you? What does that mean for the team?
Yeah, I'm just more team focused. I like to win games more than score goals, so to get that was kind of big, but the team win felt even better. So.
Obviously not the first you were hoping for, but what was the message to the team?
Well, they made 2 changes, 1 defenseman and a goal. It's the same team we just played Wednesday, and we just had to be better. Our compete level needed to rise. We had a little more engagement, a little more intensity to our game, and once we got through the first part of the second, we found that.
Yeah, you allowed 18 shots in the first and then 10 the rest of the way. What was the key difference in the last 2 periods?
Well, just that compete level, not allowing them to have easy offense. It's a team that can score a ton of goals, and they exposed us in the first period, making quick plays to the slot. They scored a goal. Their second goal came just off that. So once that second goal went in, we kind of settled into our game plan and made sure that we protected middle ice.
And how big was it getting Berggren and Aston-Reese back into the lineup?
Well, it's big. It's a shot of adrenaline for our guys too. They're good, really two really good players, and you know, both different. You know, one's a hard worker, competes extremely hard. One's got some offensive flair and talent. So guys we missed here the last few times, it's nice to get those guys back and insert them right into the lineup.
Yeah, how is Berggren doing with the, you know, it can be disheartening for some players to get called back down to the AHL. How's he been dealing with that?
Yeah, I mean, I just saw him literally 10 minutes before our team meeting there, so I haven't had a chance to talk to him. But the message is the reason why he gets called up is because he's doing the right things here, and that's what we need him to do. And so, you know, as long as he's doing the right things, he's going to have success down at this level, and that's what's going to help him get called up again.
What would you like to see more of him while he's down here?
I mean, honestly, it's some detail in his game, but that's really it. And same thing, it's up there. It's a detail in his game, but he's here for a reason. That's a produced offense, and he's doing that extremely well for us.
And as far as Carter goes, you know, he only played 6 games last year, but he had 6 points in 6
Yeah.
games, and it hasn't come for him quite so much this year. Has he been disheartened by that at all? Or
Nope.
what's the message to him?
He's mentally strong, and hopefully tonight we'll help him get kick-started here again. But you know, there's this little transition here, and it's making sure that for him, it's going to work, it's competing, it's playing his game. Don't get away from his game at times. He gets away from it, but you know, tonight I liked his game, and that's what he has to replicate and duplicate as much as he can.
Do you think it's harder for kids coming from college to come to the AHL as opposed to like playing overseas maybe?
Hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Everyone's different. You know, every player is different. Every person's different. How they make that adjustment. But he plays a pro-style game, so it should be easy for him.
You held the team that was highest in goals per game to 2 goals in the 2 games this series. What does that speak to defensively and goaltending-wise?
Well, we've gotten so much better defensively over the past month, and it's just commitment to it. Commitment when we don't have the puck, making sure we're on the right side of guys, making sure we protect that middle ice, and we're hard around our net. We've started to do that, and that certainly helps, especially against a high-powered team. Again, we don't want to give them easy offense, so managing the puck is a big part of that, and that's been a better part of our game. We were really, really bad early on, but it's starting to turn over for us here as of late.
Past 3 contests against Texas haven't really gone the team's way. You get one back tonight. What does that mean for you? What does that mean for the team?
Just it gives us a little bit of confidence and momentum heading down there. You know, we were down there. It's a tough place to play. We played 4 out of 6 good periods, and the 2 bad periods we played down there, you know, they were on top of us and scored a lot of goals. So it's going to be our job to go down there. We know what to expect. We know the setup. We know what's going on, and we have to make sure that we're committed to playing good defense and competing hard.